Number 6 question in the past bar exam 2024 in labor law and social legislation. So here, uh, the question is, in August 2019, Vans Taste Restaurant, BTR, entered into a yearly and renewable service contract with Colin Consultancy Services, CCS, for the supply of professional advisors that will design action plans for the restaurant business. CCS has a capital of 20 million pesos. Based on its audited financial statements, CCS hired Grayson Oswald and Peyton Grayson et al. And deployed them to BTR as professional advisors. CCS prescribed Grayson et al.'s daily work schedule and specific steps in designing the action plans, whereas BTR required Grayson et al. To submit 5 action plans each month. In August 2024, the service contract expired without BTR and CCS renewing the agreement. BTR then no longer permitted Grayson et al. To enter the restaurant. Aggrieved, Grayson et al. Filed against BTR a complaint for regularization and illegal dismissal because they have been working as its professional advisors for the 5 years. Grayson et al. Also claimed that CCS is a labor-only contractor since it has no investment in the form of tools, equipment, and machineries. While the complaint for regularization and illegal dismissal Prosper explained. Answer, no. The complaint for regularization and illegal dismissal will not prosper. Permissible job contracting as subcontracting refers to an arrangement whereby a principal agrees to put out a farm out to a contractor or subcontractor the performance or completion of a specific job, work or service within a definite or predetermined period, regardless of whether such job, work or service is to be performed or completed within or outside the premises of the principal. A person is considered engaged in legitimate job contracting or subcontracting if the following conditions concur. A. The contractor or subcontractor carries on a distinct and independent business and undertakes to perform the job, work, or services on its own account and under its own responsibility according to its own manner and method and free from the control and direction of the principal in all matters connected with the performance of the work except as to the results thereof. B. The contractor a substantial capital or investment 20 million pesos, and C. The agreement between the principal and contractor or subcontractor assures the contractual employees entitlement to the all labor and occupational safety and health standards, pre-exercise of the right to self-organization, security of tenure, and social welfare benefits. Further, in legitimate job contracting, no employer-employee relationship exists between the employees of the job contracting and the principal employees. Even then, the principal employees becomes jointly and severally liable with the job contractor for the payment of the employees' wages whenever the contractor fails to pay the same. In such case, the law creates an employer-employee relationship between the principal employer and job contractors employees for a limited purpose. That is, to ensure that the employees are paid their wages. Other than the payment of wages, the principal employer is not responsible for any claim made by the employees. Philippine Bank of Communications versus NLRC 146 CRA 347 1986. Furthermore, in legitimate job contracting, the principal employer is considered only an indirect employer. Article 107 Labor Code as amended, and legitimate job contractor provides services it undertakes to perform a specific job for the principal employer. So that's my answer. Source at Labor Law Reviewer by Attorney Voltaire Duano, LLM. So thank you for listening and watching. Good day and God bless.